thought I'd make a video about the power of rooks working together. A lot of people, chess players, myself included, always think about lining them up on a file, but overlook the power of them on the back rank. Usually it's referred to as pigs on the 7th, and they swing back and forth and eat everything in sight, is why they call them pigs on the 7th. And if you're watching this and you're saying, hey, wait a minute, that's not the 7th rank, that's the 2nd rank. And so that's true. If I was doing a game commentary, I would never refer to this as the 7th rank. But from Black's perspective, it is the 7th rank in a manner of speaking. So I would still refer to this as pigs on the 7th, except for do an actual commentary. And there's also, I want to talk a little bit about blind pigs, which we'll get to at the end of the game here, but it's just a quick game, and I want to show how I ended up in this position with this opportunity. And so I originally wasn't going to make this a video, but I thought, well, with the opportunity of this coming along, I thought I would. Now here my plan was to take this bishop and have this pawn take and mess up my opponent's pawn structure and have an isolated pawn. That is not what happens in the game, as you see there. Now, what I want to point out is the D file is open, and the E file is semi-open, and I have 2 rooks. So something that I would be looking for is to own either one or both of these files, but my rooks aren't even connected yet. But they are now. And so, as you see, now there's a semi-open file with my opponent's king on it, and I own that file. And so I'm excited about that, little things like that to look for. And now I swing over. There's one open file, the D file, and now my major piece owns that. So these little things like this to look for is all the difference, makes all the difference in the world. This pawn is under attack, and I'm going to ignore that and get my rook on the 2nd rank. From my perspective, it's the 7th, but it's certainly the 2nd rank, so don't let that confuse you. You would always refer to this as the 2nd rank. And now I swing over and own the D file, and she allows me to, with her pawn movement, now I have my rooks lined up on the 2nd rank. So this would commonly be referred to as pigs on the 7th and there's a mate coming up, if you can see it. I'm forcing her to move. There's only one place she can move. So I go back. She's forced to go back, and now it's mate. If it was, and this only worked because there was a piece on the F1, the rook was on the F1, so that allowed me to trap her. Now, if the rook was over here, my rooks could swing back and forth all day long and never trap her, never mate. So they would call that blind pigs. One thing you could try to do was, if the king ever got here where the rook is now, and say this rook was over here somewhere, you could step up and own the 1st and 2nd rank and try to mate that way. So if you can get your rooks lined up, especially on your opponent's 2nd rank, whichever color you're playing, it's a very powerful thing. And I just wanted to make a video about it, and hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.